Hey folks, it's Woody here over USA Made Blade, and just coming to you from the shop tonight. Little something different. We normally don't do these types of videos, but we're going to start trying to do more of them. I think they're fun. So the title of this one's going to be something like 5 under the radar knives you should check out. So if you follow our channel and follow our social media, most of these aren't going to surprise you, but we'll jump into it and see what you guys think. So the first knife that's up is one that we have talked about plenty in the past, and a knife that I've always been fond of, but it just never took off. Never has gotten the social media presence or the forum presence or anything else that I would hope that it would get. And that is the Southern Grind Bad Monkey. So incredibly well done knife, just a nice shape to the handle, good fit in the hand, great looking blade. Love this modified tanto tip that they do. I think the only thing that really held this knife back during its prime was that 14C28N steel, that Sandvik steel. Not sure why that did, because I was amazed by the heat treat. I said that many times, and just thought they did a great job with it, and I could get this knife so wicked sharp. Unfortunately, Southern Grind's gone. The original Southern Grind has gone out of business. A new company has purchased them, so we're going to see what happens with Southern Grind in the future. But if this knife, we've still got a few of them in stock, and there's others out there at other dealers that have different blade shapes and colors, but it's a sweet knife, and I wish it had gotten more traction back when they were making them. But if this new company comes out with them as well, it's definitely something you should check out. So, and especially, now, back when they originally came out, I think people were concerned about the price, but now the price is pretty reasonable on them. So around the low 200s. So next up, might surprise some people, but it's the ZT0990. I don't know why. I thought this knife would absolutely just take off. I thought we would see a ton of it. And really haven't. It's out there. People were talking about it, and ZT certainly talks about it, but it hadn't gotten that love that, say, the ZT0450 or some of the others have gotten, especially the 450. And I thought this would almost be a 450 killer. Just a great, sleek design. Definitely different, but beautiful. Love the floating bridge. Love the carbon fiber with it. Love the stainless steel cover plate here. It just, everything on it, and the fact that they just only put their logo on the back spacer, and they just did a great job on it. And to me, this is like the perfect office carry, perfect wedding, church, anything like that. It's a gorgeous knife. It's not going to really scare anybody, but very useful, really good sharp tip on it. I thought it would get a lot more traction. I think maybe the only reason it didn't is because it runs on the tuned detent system. So you don't get that drop shut close action because of that tuned detent system, but it certainly flies open. And I don't know, thought we would be seeing a lot more of these, and they've sold well, but not as well as we expected. But it's more just that people aren't talking about it. Definitely a knife to consider. It's just, I think ZT knocked this one out of the park, personally. Next up, probably not going to surprise, well, actually, sorry, this one got away from me. Next up is a fixed blade, and it is the White River Knives Knucklehead 2. And this is another one, we've definitely talked about it plenty. We love this little knife. It's just the perfect, honestly, the perfect skeletonized knife, and feels really good in the hand. Where that finger hole is, the thumb goes on it. You can really use this and get good cuts with it. Just a perfect neck knife. And S35V in steel, and great sheath with it. Oh, sorry, trying to do this from behind the camera is a little tough. Really good sheath with it, good retention. Just everything that White River does is to perfection. But this is one, in the world of skeletonized knives, don't see it get brought up too much, which is pretty surprising. It's, in my opinion, one of the better ones out there, especially for neck knife, and good God, for water carry and everything. And then, by the way, great bottle opener right here on it. So one we'd like to see brought up more, definitely in the skeletonized and neck knife world. The next one isn't going to surprise anybody. We've been talking about it a lot lately. Some people just absolutely hate this knife, and I get it. It's something different, but good God, if you're thinking about a mini pocket cleaver, this is definitely one to check out. EOS knives. We didn't know what to think. I mean, honest to God, just couldn't decide if it was a company that we could get behind, and finally just said, you know what, we got to order one. And once this knife got in our hands, it's kind of like, go back and look at the old videos when I was talking about the ZTO 456 or the Hinder half track, things like that. Once you get this knife in your hand and start flipping it, it is a cool damn knife, and it is fun to use. It's an EOS. I think the only problem with EOS is that they just haven't gotten into enough people's hands. Once they do, they're going to take off. I think they're going to be kind of like the next, maybe not the size of Hinder, but like a Koenig or something like that. I think people are going to love them. Every generation of every knife we've seen from them has gotten better. And these mini Nautilus mini cleavers, I'm just surprised. They've been around for a few years, and I'm pretty shocked that they are not being talked about from the rooftops. Especially considering that mini cleavers are still kind of a fad, and people definitely still like them. This one's mine, and the action, you can tell, just keeps getting better and better the more I use it. But in my opinion, a very cool knife that has definitely gone under the radar and shouldn't have. The last knife might surprise people, and this was actually the one knife that held this video up because I wanted to wait until we got more in stock. But this is the DPX Hest Urban Folder. And DPX just did an outstanding job of sourcing this within the United States, having it 100% American made, and just a cool, damn, small, but very effective, good finger grip, everything else on it, little folder. And I've often in the past compared it to a non-flipper half track. It's very similar in size, very similar in blade length. Just a great all-around good design. And when you consider the price on it, you got S35 steel, full tie, and you're looking at for the base model on these without any graphics or anodizing or anything like that on them, it's $375 for full tie. Great backspacer on it. Good pocket clip, got a glass breaker on there. It was just well done. But it's one of those, I know when he got started, when Robert Pelton got started, there was some conflict, and it seemed to do a little damage. But you know what? He designed a hell of a knife, and the guys that used to work at Southern Grind are building these, and they're just doing a hell of a job. Every single one we've gotten out and checked for a customer has been perfect. And it's just a fun knife, a great knife for everyday carry. So that's it. That's our top 5 of knives that have kind of been under the radar. Honestly, guys and girls, we'd love to hear from you. What knives do you think have been under the radar that more people need to be checking out and talking about? Put it in the comments below. It'll definitely give us ideas and places to look for future inventory. And we hope you'll consider one of these if you haven't before. Right now, all of these are available at usamadeblade.com. So we hope you'll go over there and check them out. And as always, thank you for watching.